There are some new Avengers 4 leaks that are making some major waves online right now. We have to break it all down. This is the Nerdy News Rundown. Let's get you filled in. Happy Monday, everybody. Now, before we get into the news, I need to shout out Craig Tolbert, who got the nerd card question correct in one of my recent Avengers videos. You definitely know your stuff when it comes to Marvel Comics, so shout out to you, Craig. We will do another nerd card question at the end of this video. Now, I want to touch on a couple of things real quick before we get into the Avengers 4 leaks. Number one is all about the Venom movie. The Venom movie continues to make oodles and oodles of money. It recently opened up in China, and get this, guys, it had the biggest opening in China of any superhero movie ever. So regardless of what you think about the Venom movie, regardless of what critics are saying about the Venom movie is a hit. We will likely see a sequel, which means, spoiler alert here for the post-credit scene in Venom, that we will probably see Woody Harrelson Carnage and Tom Hardy Venom fighting against each other. I personally really like the Venom movie. I'm excited to see where they go with this, and I'm very interested in the Morbius movie and what Sony is cooking over there with their Sony Marvel universe. Now, I want to dedicate a whole video to that, considering like how much money Venom's making, so look for that on the channel coming soon. But I want to know, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about Venom making all of this money, and what do you think it means for the relationship between Sony and Marvel moving forward? Next story, there were some Aquaman screenings. Some people in Northern California have gotten a chance to see the current cut of the movie. And again, I might do a full video on this, kind of breaking down the ins and outs of what people are saying, but overall, it's like a good but not great situation. Exit polling asked questions about the visual effects, about the story and the plot of the movie, how the relationship between Mira and Aquaman is, and the results, while being sort of mixed, are leaning towards positive. So if you're a DC fan, something to look forward to. I think Aquaman is going to be pretty dope, but probably not be one of the best comic book movies of all time, but maybe that's okay. DC just needs a good movie at this point, I think. So again, let us know in the comment section, what do you think about the Aquaman early screening results? Have you heard anything that I have not? Bring it to my attention. Always willing to learn from you guys here at the Den of Nerds. All right, so let's get into the juicy Avengers 4 leaks. You probably saw something like this pop up on your phone or whatever over the weekend. Here's some images that leaked to Reddit recently, and these have the Avengers in these white suits. Now, these resemble the suits that we saw on the toy packaging that leaked a couple of weeks ago. This had Rocket and Thor and Cap in these white suits, seemingly for quantum realm travel or space travel of some kind. Now, a lot of people actually attacked these leaks, saying that they were completely fake, and they were pointing to some really weird things going on in the images, including Iron Man having his helmet, but then having the white suit, Ant-Man having a white suit, which, I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense. His original suit could travel in the quantum realm for all we know, so why would he need a white suit? But there are some indications that these are actually real. I mean, that's the exact same image that they use with Rocket. We've never seen that Hulk expression before, so it really seems like that's a legit thing. And to be honest with you guys, this is something they do when they're working on concept art, or even working on concept art for toys. They'll take different images and kind of cut them up, Photoshop them around, and I actually think that these suits are real, but they're probably detached from the actual production of the film. And what I mean by that is these are concepts that were either very early on in production, or these were concepts that were given out to toy designers very early on before we got the official look of what these quantum suits will look like. Another interesting tidbit about these suits is the fact that a lot of people online just simply do not like them. I saw a big uproar on that Reddit post and on Twitter. People just not liking these suits and like saying that these better be fake, kind of conveying this attitude that if this actually shows up in the film, people are going to be super pissed about it. Now, I think that's kind of silly. First of all, I don't think the suits look that bad. I think they'll be used kind of sparingly in the film anyways, but I am interested, like, what do you guys think about this? Are you kind of upset? You think these are okay? Whatever you're thinking, I want to know in the comment section. I'm just trying to get a metric for how people are feeling. Now, the obvious speculation here, and this just kind of continues a through line that we have when speculating about Avengers 4, but that's all that this has to do with the quantum realm. The suits, even when they were first released on the back of that toy, a lot of people thought, well, okay, this is quantum realm stuff. This looks a lot like early concept designs for what Hank Pym would be wearing doing when he went into the quantum realm to get Janet Van Dyne. Now, in my personal opinion, I think these are more than just for being inside the quantum realm. I think these suits are specifically designed to allow travel from within the quantum realm into possibly other universes, or perhaps through those time vortexes into other times within our own reality. This would explain why Ant-Man needs one, why Thor needs one, why Iron Man himself might need one on the outside of his regular suit. We know that Scott Lang and Hank Pym were able to go into the quantum realm, but I don't know if, given the suits that they had at the time, they would be able to travel from the quantum realm to another reality or to another time. Another very interesting tidbit with these leaks is that all of these characters seem to have a circular device on their left wrist, much like the watch type designs that we saw originally in the leaked set photos of the Battle of New York, but with Ant-Man in there. And so what this kind of leads people to speculate about is that these devices on the left wrist of the Avengers will actually house nanotech, which will come out much like the Iron Man bleeding edge armor and have these quantum suits kind of go all around them. I mean, this would kind of make sense. We see Ant-Man in his regular suit, Captain America in his regular suit, and Tony Stark just in clothes from the leaked set photos of the Battle of New York in Avengers 4. So they have those wristwatch thingies there. It's likely that those things expand out and the nanobites or whatever go all over their body, and then they get the white suit so they can then travel back through the quantum realm to our reality. In either case, that's the news out there about these Avengers 4 leaks and some speculation on what I think it means. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious at this point. We're going quantum realmy on this thing. The quantum realm is just something that you're going to be hearing a lot about as we get closer and closer to Avengers 4. And also, I should note that it is highly rumored that we will be getting the Avengers 4 teaser trailer by the end of this month here in November. Kevin Feige recently said it was definitely going to be dropping before the end of the year. I think it makes sense to do this around Thanksgiving time, and so look forward to that. We will, of course, break it down and probably have a bunch of new theories and content to talk about after we see that trailer. Now let's check that nerd card before we get out of here. I want to know, for how many years was Janet Van Dyne trapped within the quantum realm in the MCU? She's trapped there for a good bit of time until they rescue her in Ant-Man and the Wasp. But the question remains, how many years was Janet stuck in the quantum realm? Answer that question in the comment section below. The Den of Nerds is independent media. We are just fans making content for other fans, and we rely on the support from people like you to continue to be doing this show and to expand our content. Consider checking out our Patreon for exclusive content, early releases, and live streams with other Patreons, and maybe check out the merch to take your support to the next level. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video.